What we're practicing today is for the IELTS Speaking Part 2, the long turn. This is the section where the examiner gives you a topic card. You get 1 minute to prepare, and then you speak for 2 minutes without stopping. Now, when you get a broad topic in IELTS, like technology, it can feel overwhelming. It's so general, so vague. You might be thinking, where do I even start? But I want you to see it differently. Think of it as an invitation, a generous, open invitation to share your story. A broad question doesn't mean you have to talk about everything under the sun. In fact, you can choose just one thing, one small detail, and focus on that. It's really asking, what do you want to say about this topic? So the key is to zoom in into your one experience from your life and talk about it in detail. So make it personal, make it yours. Tip 1. Keep it real. So when you prepare for the IELTS speaking, think of one or two things from your own life. Avoid making things up. It's too difficult. It's much more easier to speak naturally, to speak from your mind, from your heart, and then you can speak fluently when the story is real. So if you get a question about technology, but you don't know much about artificial intelligence, then don't force it. Instead, choose something you use, you do every day. It's like your phone, like your favorite app, like a piece of software that you use for work, for study. So that's your anchor, the basic stone, the basic foundation for your whole answer. So pause here now. Choose one piece of technology. Think of one piece of technology that you use regularly and write it down and then follow on this lesson. That's the example you will work with today as we go through how you prepare for that. So you choose a topic, any topic, but today it is about tech, talking about technology. The test is still about your English, so prepare a mix of words around this topic. Yes, some general that you can use with any topic, and some specific that you use for this topic so that you sound more advanced, more specialized, and puts you up at a higher level. 5 key technical words we start off with pronunciations and collocations. That's very important. The first of these words, innovation, that means a new idea, a new method, or a new device. The smartphone was a huge innovation in communication. 30 years ago, there was no smartphone. Guess what? Your parents and your grandparents used. So, smartphone is a huge innovation. There's been a lot of innovation in renewable energy. There's been a lot of innovation in medicine. So, new treatments, new methods, new devices in healthcare. So, repeat after me, innovation in technology. Innovation in technology. It can be innovation in something else. Innovation in education. Innovation in education. So, when you learn a new word, you need to learn the pronunciation and the rhythm of the word. So, innovation. So, innovation. So, there's a rhythm to it. Innovation. So, practice until your mouth and tongue can say it quickly. So, when you do use it, you can use it fluently and it sounds better. It sounds like you know the word innovation. It's just like education, innovation in technology. So this is a collocation. So innovation in something, innovation in technology, innovation in education, innovation in healthcare. So remember that pronunciation, rhythm, and the collocation. So these words are always together. So use them together, learn them together as a phrase, a chunk. The next word in technology is automation. So again, learn the word automation. So the stress is in the third syllable, the third sound, automation. What it means, it's using machines or software or technology to do tasks automatically. So you can learn this word the same way, automatically. Automation, automatically. Example sentence. Automation has replaced many factory jobs. So this is one of the advances, one of the innovation of technology, replacing many factory jobs. My coffee machine, I love coffee. My coffee machine at home is fully automated. That means it's prepare coffee, brewed coffee by itself. I don't need to do anything. It's automatic, and so it's called automated. Repeat after me. Automation in industry, automation in daily life. So my coffee machine is an automation in daily life. So this is also a co-location in the technology talk, technology world. Automation in something, in industry, in daily life, at work. 3. The third word is, you should know this, but you need to say it quickly. Artificial intelligence. So in 2 words, artificial intelligence. So here the emphasis, artificial intelligence. It is computers that learn or make decisions. So the topic or the discussion, we can say, talk about AI, talk about artificial intelligence, which is a part of technology. Okay, let's not get sidetracked. So AI, short for artificial intelligence, but if you can say the word in one breath, artificial intelligence, instead of just using AI, use it, and then you can change to using AI. So let's use it. Artificial intelligence can translate languages instantly. So it's a technology that you might use, of course you use, because you don't use dictionary anymore. We don't use the physical dictionary. We use technology now, the computer, the app, the translation app. So there you are, you're using it. So AI can translate languages instantly. Artificial intelligence, AI, recommends videos on YouTube. You're watching my video on YouTube. So if you watch a few more, it will continue to recommend my videos to you, my English learning videos to you. So repeat after me. AI technology, artificial intelligence technology. That's too big a mouthful. So just shorten it to AI technology. That's another co-location. AI tools, AI technology. Okay, we're learning quite a few words now. So this is quite heavy. So you will have to listen to it again, repeat it, stop it, think it again. So the lesson is quite long. So don't worry about it. You are not expected to learn everything in the one go. But listen to it once through, and then you can come back to it and listen to it in parts. So the next word is cyber security. So another long word, but learn it properly. Cyber security in one breath. Cyber, so the stress is in cyber security. That's protecting computers. It's very important. Protect your computers, your phones, and from your data, your personal information from attacks from outside. So places, situations where cybersecurity is very important is the banks. So banks invest heavily. They put a lot of importance in cybersecurity. We use cybersecurity every day. We use our passwords. I use strong passwords, long passwords, strong passwords for better cybersecurity. So if you can say the whole word cybersecurity, that's good. If you can't, just cut it short to security. Now repeat after me. This is also a collocation, a phrase that you can use. Improve cybersecurity. Improve cybersecurity. So I use strong, complicated passwords to improve cybersecurity for my data. Another collocation, cybersecurity measures. So these are the things that you do to improve cybersecurity. So these are the measures, the steps. Cybersecurity steps, cybersecurity measures. One of my cybersecurity measures is to make strong passwords. That's just one of the steps. The second step is that I also purchase what you call it, the apps. The apps that clean up, the apps that I forget what you call. Mm. Oh, yes. One of the other cybersecurity steps or measures that I take that you would probably take as well is that you have apps. You pay for apps, antivirus apps. That's another measure. Okay, that's the 4 words that we'll learn today. That's plenty of information. Um, and now we go to the next set of English points for technology. You can stop here and have a break if you like and come back. So the next set of words are impact words, also everyday words, words that you can use to talk about technology when you're talking about this topic, but also in other situations in everyday life. The first word is rely, reliance. Rely on means to depend on. So we rely on our phones for directions. So that's using technology. So you can use this when you are speaking and talking to the examiner. Yes, we rely on our phone for many things. One of them is for directions. So the other word that comes from rely is reliance. Reliance. That's the situation of depending on something. So we rely on our phone. So our reliance on technology has grown. We rely on it more and more. Our reliance, that's something that we do, the reliance on it, our dependence on it is growing day on day. Reliable, that's describe something that can be trusted. My friend is reliable. My laptop is reliable. It's important for work. Relationships needs to be reliable. So another co-location, rely on technology, a reliable friend. So this is a co-location. I have many reliable friends, friends that I can trust, friends that I can tell my personal stories to. Related to rely or reliable is the word dependent. So this is needing something to work, needing something to function. So I rely on my phone and I'm dependent on my phone. Rely is more neutral. Dependent means you need it. You need it a lot. I depend on it. Without my phone, I can't function. I feel lost. I depend on my laptop. I'm dependent on it for work. So without my laptop, I don't do any work. I don't do any study. If my laptop breaks down, I can't use it. So dependent on. So dependent is usually has to go with the word on. Dependent on my friend. Dependent on. Same as rely. Rely on something, rely on somebody. Okay, this is a tricky word that follows reliant, dependent. It's addiction. This has got stronger meaning. Addiction means that you can't stop. You rely on it so much that you can't stop doing something. So some people are addicted to video games. Are you addicted to video games? You can't stop? That's an addiction if you find it hard to stop. Okay. So the co-location, so this word is used in a phrase addiction to. I'm addicted to something. So it's always to. Addiction to, addicted to. So the other word that's related to addiction is habit, but it's not as strong as addiction. Yeah, it's a habit that I play video games every day, but I'm not addicted to it. I can stop if I want. It's a habit, something you do regularly. I regularly check my phone. Checking my phone in the morning is a habit. Is it a good habit or a bad habit? I don't know. That's how it is. So, a bad habit, a good habit. A bad habit that you're addicted to is very bad because it's a habit that you can't stop, that you have difficulty stopping. Then it's called an addiction. Okay, the other word is you do it every day. I do it every day. Swipe. Swipe, meaning move your finger across the screen. Swipe. I swiped through the photos. One photo, one photo, one photo. And the other thing now, we delete things. We swipe left. We swipe left to delete things, to delete emails or something. So that's a swipe. But it has another meaning that you can use too. The other meaning of swipe is idiomatic. It's not physical swipe. That means is to make a quick, often very critical remark. I swiped at my friend for his actions. He said something, I swiped at his ideas. So which means I made a remark, maybe a small attack. I swiped at him. A swipe. I gave him a swipe because his ideas were strange. Okay, now choose three of these words and say them loud with me. The first word, then a collocation, then the full sentence. So go back and listen to this section again and do that. You can pause. Okay, I'll put one here just for convenience. Let's use dependent. So say the word dependent. So say it correctly, you have to have rhythm and stress. Dependent. Dependent. The collocation is dependent on. So it's dependent on you, dependent on it, the laptop, dependent on you, my friend, dependent on. And the sentence, I'm dependent on my laptop for work. I'm dependent on my friend to drive me to work on Fridays because my wife takes the car on Friday, so I'm dependent on my friend. On, you can see that. Okay, go through each word. The words that you want to learn that you think you're at that stage of learning, practice it and use it in your everyday life. Okay, this is maybe the final section. So I want you to, when you prepare for a topic, prepare words that are related, specific to the topic, but also words that can be used for other things in other topics. So now this third section, we're going to use phrases, general English phrases that can be used for this topic, but it's also flexible. You can use it for other topics. Well, let's see how we go. So it may seem that glued to the screen is just for this topic, but you can modify them and use this phrase for different topics. So I'm glued to the screen. So during COVID, we had nothing to do. We had lockdowns. So I was glued to the screen for entertainment. I was bored, so I was glued to the screen. So glued to the screen is a chunk, is a phrase. So you can repeat that: glued to the screen all day. Hello. And the next phrase or the next word chunk is skill set. So learning to use technology has added to my skill set. So your skill, you've got a set of things that you know, so it's a set. So this is your skill. You know how to use Microsoft Word, you know how to use Excel sheet, and now you know how to use this app and that app. And learning to use this app is added to your skill set. But skill set doesn't mean just technology. It can be other things like traveling. When you travel to other countries, you can improve your social skill set, isn't it? When you practice speaking in front of the mirror, you're improving your speaking skill set. So, skill set is a useful word that you can use for a lot of things. You can expand your skill set, you can add to your skill set. So lots of things that you can play around with. Okay, the next one, we all do this. We lose track of time. We lose track of time when we are swiping our phones, looking through photos, swipe, swipe, swipe. So we lose track of time. So that's a good phrase, a good expression. I lose track of time when I'm painting, when I'm doing something, when I'm playing chess. Time passes. I lose track. So this one is everyone does this and everyone lose track of time when they're doing this. Scrolling through social media. So scrolling through social media makes me lose track of time because it's so engrossing. So repeat after me: completely lose track of time. Lose track of time. So that's the rhythm. Lose track of time. Okay. And the other phrase that we can use in this technology talk is a double-edged sword. So this is about pros and cons. So a sword has two edges, a good edge and a bad edge. So it's like talking about advantages and disadvantages. So you can use this word. Remember, this was anything, any topic. There are good and there are bad. So it's a double-edged sword. You'll see this use about technology, about AI. AI can be used for good, it can be used for bad. So AI can be a double-edged sword. So edged, you have to use its two syllable. H, edged is correct, but here it's edged. So double-edged. You can also say edged, double-edged sword. So you can use two types of pronunciation, but I like to use edged because it's gives it strength, gives it focus. Double-edged sword. You can say double-edged sword. So social media is a double-edged sword. It connects people, brings people together. You can connect with your friends, with your family, far, far away, but it can be addictive. That's the bad part. So you can use it badly. If your habit is too strong, you can be addicted to it. So it's a double-edged sword or double-edged sword. Okay, now the final phrase, the expression, out of touch. Out of touch. So which means that you are difficult to explain. Out of touch. It means you're not sorry. They are doing some vacuuming outside there. So out of touch means you're disconnected. You're out of touch. You're touching, but you're out of touch. Okay? So without your phone, without social media, I'd feel out of touch with my friends overseas, with my family in another place. I feel that I'm not in contact with them. I'm out of touch. So another example sentence is: my grandparents are out of touch with the latest technology. So they are not following. They have broken apart, broken away from learning about technology. So they're out of touch. So they don't know much about latest technology. They're out of touch with, you can be out of touch with someone, you can be out of touch with something. For example, your friend say, "Oh, did you know that happened?" You can say, "Oh, sorry, I'm out of touch with the news." You're not in connection with today's news. Did you know what happened there? Oh, no, I have been out of touch with that. I haven't been following that. Okay, I think that's long lesson now. That's enough. So you can use this video in sections. You don't have to, you might want to listen to it all the way through and then come back to it and focus on a particular section, learn it, and use it. Okay. So in this lesson, we have looked at how to approach a topic, especially a broad topic. Keep it small, keep it personal, and prepare different topics. Prepare a toolkit. We said about skill set. So this is a toolkit. A toolkit is something that you can use. So a toolkit of vocabulary and phrases, like the ones that we spoke about earlier. But in the next lesson, I'll take this broad topic of technology and choose a few, maybe three personal examples to show you exactly how to turn it into a strong IELTS speaking answer. I'll give you two band 7 and one band 8 level model answer, and you can look at it how we can use some of the words, some of the phrases that we spoke about today and use it in a real exam situation. So watch out for the next few lessons, especially about this one, how to use the words, how to use the phrases, and how to talk about technology, which is a very, very common topic. It may not be just technology, it may be AI, which is also a technology, and you can use the same words, the same phrases in this topic. And even if it's not this topic, as I've shown you, the words can be used in everyday living, everyday life, and also in other topics. Doesn't have to be the same topic. So learn words and phrases that you can use in different situations, different contexts. Okay, see you next time.